Podcast episode 1 with Cologne Talk and
TJ talks sense. Let's go.
yes, my people. Let's go,
Yes, my
baby.
people.
All right, let's see. We'll start out with what? Scent of the day.
Yeah, center of the day. What you rocking today?
Today I'm gonna wear a Moi Reflection Man.
Oh yeah, look, you're saying you're gonna wear that
Yeah,
today because what time is
yeah.
it over there?
It's what 9:07 for me. What is it? 5:07.
Yeah, 5:07 for me. So it's evening time. It's about to be dinner time soon. But I'm wearing today. I put on hibiscus mahajad.
Oh yeah,
Have you
I like
have you
that's
tried
an
this one?
interesting name. No, no, no. I've never tried anything from Mason Crivelli.
So you know all the Mason Crivelli ones, anyone that's in the red or the blue bottle, they're all extrait de parfums. So this is, I think, 30 or 35% perfume oil in it.
Damn.
Longevity is crazy. It's got hibiscus, rose. I think there's vanilla, cinnamon. You like Grisha, I know extrait, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
This is like as unique as that.
I want to get my hands on one of their bottles. I wonder like what the prices are over here.
Over here for the 50 ml is 200,
Damn,
which is it's a little bit steep.
it is a little bit steep, but if it lasts and projects and smells good, I mean, I feel like that's worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
They have
But
the
yeah,
100
for
mLs
everyone,
too,
they no.
just
No, I
50.
think I only do just 50, yeah. Which, but
See, I like brands that specialize in 50 mLs or 100 mLs. I don't like how Xerjoff has bottles that are only 100 mLs and
yeah,
only 50 mLs. Because
I'm
like,
I'm parfums to Bali. 75 is just that weird 75 and 125.
and now they have 200. Did you see that?
Yeah, yeah, of the Percival.
Leighton too, I think.
Is it Leighton as well?
Yeah, Lane. I'm like, what the hell? Who's gonna buy a 200 ml Parfums de
Who
Marbre,
needs a
man?
200 ml? It's just
Nobody.
mad.
It's too much. That bottle price is gonna be like what, 300 something?
Yeah, yeah.
God damn.
But because this is the first episode of the podcast, like I think we should just both give a little insight into why we've decided to do it. What do we want to gain from it? What do we want to give to the people? So I'll let you start first and I'll come in after.
So I want to connect with the community more. I feel like we've grown our channels, and I just don't feel like I have that connection with my followers. And I just want to dive more into fragrance talk with other creators like you, especially because we've done this for
Yeah.
since the beginning of the year, and we've followed each other for a long time, and we've had mad respect for each other and all that. And I just like there's no one else I'd rather do it with than you. So
Yes.
it's connection with other creators. So eventually later on, we're gonna invite other creators, interview them, chat with them, and all that, and connection with the followers as well. So when we put the episodes like these out, people are gonna feel more connected because we're gonna dive deeper into our background of fragrance, how we started, and all that, and how other creators started. So it's more connection, and I love connecting. It's better for everyone.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with it. Like I've spoken to some other people like in the industry like us, and they've said they're happy to come on the podcast.
That's what's
On top of it, my reasons for doing it as well is yeah, we've got our channels to what? Have you hit 30K? Are you hitting it
I'm
today?
about to hit 30K.
About to
Let's
hit
see if I hit
30K.
it.
So so Cologne talks about to hit 30K. Probably in a week or so, I should be hitting 50K. So have we done it? Yeah.
Yes,
The
let's
first podcast we hit
go.
30K. That
Let's
is shit.
go.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. You're at what? 50, 50
I'm
what?
at 48.
48. Damn, I thought you were
Yeah.
already up. I'm at 50. Man, your channel,
Oh,
woo.
yeah. So hopefully I
Well
should hit
deserved.
50K next week. But a good reason for doing this as well is there's so many comments that come in when we do our videos that it's just impossible to answer it. So
Yeah.
we could do things later down the line where our followers send us in questions like our podcast channel, and then we can answer them on the chat. We could even get one of our followers to jump on the podcast with us. Like there's loads of things we can do to connect. And videos you're seeing that us create are small. They're 30 seconds to a minute and a half at most. And you're not really getting to speak to us or interact with us properly unless it's in the comments. But if we miss that in the comments, then like it's like we're ignoring them. So this is a good way, a long form type of content so they can sit back, listen to while they're driving on Spotify or wherever. So I think this is gonna be sick.
Yes, I agree. And I agree with that point. We only do like a quick 2 minute video. And I feel like I like YouTube videos, but I feel like sitting 10 minutes talking
Yeah,
about one fragrance, man, it's just a killer. It's too much. So I feel like a podcast where we dive into so many different things, it's gonna be so interesting hearing about so many different topics.
yeah. No, especially who nowadays is really gonna sit down and watch a creator talk about Leighton for 15 to 20
Yeah.
minutes when you can
I
go on TikTok and watch a review in 1 minute.
I agree. No, okay, before we started TikTok, we used to watch YouTube. We
Yeah,
were that was our go-to thing. And now that I'm seeing it, man, I'm like YouTube, you sit through 10 minutes of bullshit
yeah,
and 2 minutes of actual information.
exactly. Yeah. But this, because this is just us talking, no one actually has to watch this. But if they do, we can still show our fragrances and
Yeah,
whatnot. But this is still something they can listen to while they're driving on the way to work, headphones in. So yeah, it's a win-win for everyone. That.
absolutely agreed. Yeah. It's gonna be nice. It's we're gonna see everybody's feedback and we'll apply anything that, if somebody like mentions you should guys should do this.
Yeah,
We think it's a good idea, we'll implement it into the podcast every
yeah.
episode.
And what I want people to remember is, look, this is our first episode. It's going to be rough. It's going to be raw. If we waited to have the perfect setup, the green screen, the microphone, everything, we would probably start this in a year's time. And it's more about the content we're putting out rather than the setup. Look, you've just got a mad setup. Look at his background, people. Yeah. So if he waited to make TikTok videos when he got this setup behind him, you'd be starting on zero now. You're 30K ahead. So just get it done and you can make improvements along the way, man.
I agree. I started with like no shelf, no nothing, man, and I recorded with the fragrances on my dresser.
Yeah,
And
I
now I
remember.
got like a shelf, lights, all this. So it's always good to start. Like, that Drake song started from the bottom, now we here.
Yes,
That's how I
yes.
feel now.
Because the OGs will remember when you had your little circle shelf
Yes.
in the background.
I still need to
That was
implement that somehow.
that was the beginning.
That was
But
the beginning.
let's because there might be some people watching this that they don't know me, they're from your side, or some people from my side that don't know you. So should we get into how we both got started in the fragrance journey in general, and then why we decided to start making content?
I agree. Let's do it.
Let's go. Do you want me
All
to
right.
go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've probably been into, first of all, I'm 28 years old because people think I'm 20, 21, 22.
Man, that's
20
what
years
I
old.
thought. You got some good genes, man.
It's because the hairline's doing all right at the moment. But I've been into fragrances, I would say, for about, I'd say around 6 to 7 years. Just dabbled into your normal Zara fragrances, your standard Club de Nuit Intense, the cheap ones, because you don't want to be spending a lot of money when you're just getting into something. And then I just fell in love with it. I think compliments do help with that. When you wear a nice fragrance to work and someone's like, hey, what are you wearing today? And then your friend ends up buying it, it all adds to you getting more excited with fragrances. And then I would say a proper dive deep into fragrances, I would say maybe like 4 years ago. That's when I started looking at the big boys, watching YouTube videos, Demi Rollin, Just the Rose, Jeremy Fragrance, all of that good stuff. And then why did I decide to start making content? I would say I was watching reviews on TikTok because for a long time I was watching on YouTube. So when I came over to TikTok, I would see loads of UK like influencers on there. And I'm like, some of what they're saying is not quite right, or I think I've got something else to add. Because fragrances are like anything else, it's opinion based. So everyone can really start a channel and talk about fragrances because people resonate with your taste. They'll buy fragrances based off of what you like. So I just thought, why not? And if anyone's seen with my channel for the first 2 or 3 months, I actually made videos without showing my face. Everything was just holding the bottles in my hand because I was a little bit shy to show my face. But since I've put my face in the videos, it's been doing well. More confidence comes, and yeah, man, it's still just the beginning.
Yeah, it's we're only going up from here, baby. That's
Definitely.
so I'll capitalize on something you said. You know how like you were shy, you only showed the bottles, all that. That's literally
Yeah.
how I was. Remember when I used to do like the three, the two, the
Yeah. Yeah.
five, all that? I was camera shy as well. I didn't feel good showing my face. Like sometimes you get those comments where people, throw
Mm,
negative words out there like this, you look that, this. So
yeah.
when I saw those comments, it I didn't want to show my face. I wanted to show my face less. So
Yeah,
stuff like that, it turns you down a bit, but at the end, it's one person, two people, making those ugly comments, and then you got the community that are supporting you, liking, commenting, showing love all the time.
yeah,
That shows
yeah.
you, that you want to put your face more out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. If you look at your likes and your comments, you might get, I don't know, 500 comments a week. And if you look at it, you might get 20 or 30 negative comments, but you got to look at the good side. You get 470 good comments, and that's the people we need to be focusing on, innit?
Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. There's the people that come in the comments and talk shit and all that. They're swiping through their TikToks. You randomly come through their page and they're like, oh yeah, let's hate on him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And half of
so
them don't even follow you. So what's the point?
that is true. Half of them don't
Yeah.
follow you. They just do it for quick, to feel better about themselves or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. When did you start
What TikTok?
recording? Yeah, TikTok. Like, do you remember your first ever post?
So my first ever post was when I went to a perfume event. No, it was like perfume making class. It was in January of 2022, but I was on private, so I just made it just for myself and just saved the video. But that's still on my page, but I don't. That's like an old video. That wasn't when I started posting. I really started posting. I would say it was mid-November. But when I started, so mid-November 2022, and when I started posting, I would post maybe twice a week, and it was just for fun, really, just seeing how the app works and whatnot. But I would say I properly started posting religiously to every other day, I would say, or like 3 or 4 posts a week. I would say it's the start of December.
Yeah. I started around December, like around Christmas time.
Yeah,
My first video was me just testing out, like talking about fragrances. Like it was just a quick, like
yeah.
20-second review on Halloween Man X. That was the first thing I ever reviewed.
But like around Christmas time last year, the views were going mad.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think at the start of December, I think I had no lie, like 60 followers at the start of December, and then I hit 1,000 followers on January 1st. So that Christmas period was
Ooh.
insane.
Yeah, no. I feel like during the holidays, definitely the analytics, they're up there.
Yeah, yeah, because people are off, they've got more time scrolling and stuff.
Yeah, like back then, man, we would see our videos get like 400 views, 500 views, and we'd be going crazy. It'd be like, I would be taking my phone, I'd be like, look, and I would show it to my brother. I'd be like, this video got 400 views, and they'll be like,
Yeah,
oh, let's go. And now, our videos are getting thousands, and we're like, well, I'm still like
yeah,
mind blown at it.
yeah. Like if you put a video up and in one day it's got 20, 30,000 views, like actually think about it, 30,000 people have watched it. Like when people go, oh, my video only got like 5,000 views. I heard someone say this, another creator, and they said, imagine the amount of people who watched your video was watching you make the video. Like there's 5,000 people in front of you, you'll be like, oh my God, what's going on? So
Yeah.
you got the numbers are the numbers. And as long as you keep posting religiously, you don't really have to look at the numbers because over time they're just gonna go up anyway, as long as you're putting out good content anyway.
Yeah, there's times where I've been impacted by the numbers. Like there's times where I takes me an hour to make a video and I look at the numbers and it's slow and I'm like, damn, it's a
Yeah,
little hard. But at the end, I'm like, okay, this one didn't do that good. Let's try to make the next one better and more
yeah,
views and all that. But it's not all about the views, but at the same time, it's nice seeing your video do well.
yeah. Especially when you put in time and effort into the video for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the little background on us too. And if people are watching this, I'm sure they've seen some of our videos, so they know what we're about. They know our kind of style of making videos and that. So let's get into a bit of the content creation side, yeah? Going off track a little bit, but what would you say is your most favorite thing about creating content and what's your least favorite thing?
My favorite thing would probably just uploading the video and seeing people's comments to it and seeing if they love it and all that. Like seeing the support from people.
Yeah.
That's probably my most favorite thing.
And what about the least?
Least
See a
favorite
video
is
do
it's
bad.
it's the editing, the time to set up everything. If
Yeah.
you make a mistake, you gotta go back and redo it all. Like, and mistakes happen often for me
Yeah.
personally. where I have to go and record a bit of it because I messed up. And words, like when you stutter with words and all that, you gotta restart the clip, and
Yeah.
it takes time.
You see my blooper videos, yeah?
Yeah, I love the blooper videos from you, bro.
I
They
think I'm
always
gonna
crack
drop
me
one
up.
today. I think I'm gonna drop one today, but yeah, I would say for me the best thing is like on Instagram, loads of people DM me like, "Oh my god, I just tried Angel Share. I love it. I just bought it." And people are like, "I've literally fell in love with fragrances because of you." And it's just crazy. For me, I never say fragrance influencer. I just don't use it. I just say content creator because
Yeah,
that's how we started. We
yeah,
never started out to influence people. We just started out to make content. So for people to actually go out and buy fragrances based on our recommendations and what is crazy because these fragrances are not cheap. That's
yeah,
£165 that someone spent based on what I've said, and some of them even blind buy it. So that's crazy. And then I'd say, yeah, the worst thing is the time it takes to do everything. The mistakes. Some days you just go to record and everything just goes wrong.
yeah.
Like
No,
I've recorded a video that's been 1 minute long before, and no word of a lie, it's taken me half an hour to record it.
no, I'm the same way, man. It's
And
just
that's the reason I do the blooper videos so that people who are starting out as well know that it's not perfect.
yeah, it's
Like
never gonna be
it takes
perfect.
time. Yeah.
It's yeah, and sometimes okay, there's times where I've recorded a video before and I'm talking about a fragrance and I'm listing the notes and whatever. I'm like, oh shit, this is not the right fragrance. I got the wrong
Yeah.
fragrance in my
You're like,
and
yeah, this has apple and rose in it, and it's like a woody iris fragrance.
that's happened to me before. I'm like, oh shit, wrong one.
But
Yeah, definitely the
but
time it
just
takes, man.
yeah,
And
the
some people don't realize, we put a minute video, they think it's gonna take like 5, 10 minutes to make. It
no
takes a
way.
lot longer, especially the
Yeah,
editing process to make it come out good and all that and review it. I always like to like review and play back my videos a couple times before posting it.
yeah. Yeah, same. Some of the like the video I'm gonna drop today, I probably recorded it like a month ago. So and when I edited it, I would watch it back 3 or 4 times. And then before I post it up today, I'll watch it another 2 times because there might be mistakes in there. So yeah, it's not just record a video and put it up. It takes ages sometimes.
Yeah, it takes a while. And that's why I'm
But
like the whole YouTube thing, like I want to get into the YouTube, like make videos on YouTube, but I feel like if a minute, 2 minute TikTok is taking me a while, like imagine how long a YouTube video will take me.
oh my God, that like to do a 15-minute review on a fragrance, like how much information are you going to need for that video as well? How many mistakes are you going to make and how long is that one video actually going to take
I still don't know how they make a 15-minute video on a fragrance, on
on
one
one
single
fragrance?
fragrance. Yeah, it
Yeah,
still blows my mind.
they probably just talk super slow, like this fragrance right here, like they just long out all of the words just to extend it. But looking at your collection behind you, how many fragrances, let the people know, how many fragrances have you got?
I've got around 170. 170. And there's some of them are backups because you love a fragrance so much you're scared
Yeah.
of it getting discontinued or reformulated and all that. I like to buy backups of fragrances that I know I'm gonna like rock
Rebuy.
every single year during its season or whatever.
What is every fragrance on your shelf right now, or do you have more stashed
I
away
have
somewhere
some
else?
more, yeah, stocked away, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So you've got about 170 in your collection. I would say I've got about 90 to 100 now,
And
which obviously to the normal person is just unnecessary. And no one
yeah,
needs that amount of fragrance. But when you love it, that's how it goes.
I know, like, if I was scrolling through TikTok like 5 years ago and I saw somebody with this much fragrances, I'd be like, nah, this is too much for you, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah. But there's literally never too much. We want to own every single fragrance there is in the world.
Absolutely, yeah. Like,
But
I remember that one video I did, random facts about fragrances.
yeah,
The
that
most person
woman,
that ever had a collection was like 5,000 something. I was like,
that
what?
is more than a store.
Like, what do you do with that many fragrances? Like, I have 170 and I think that's too much. And
Yeah.
this person has 5,000 bottles.
And imagine the cleaning on those
Oh,
bottles. They must be dusty as
they
hell.
gotta hire a homemade to do the cleaning for just that.
And
So
I just thought of something that we should do as well, because it's the first episode. Like people getting to know us a little bit. Let's see what your favorite fragrance is. Show the people and let us know why it's your favorite fragrance as well.
right now, my favorite fragrance. Oh man, you put me on the spot.
that
I kind of want to say BDK Gris Chanel, man.
is that is some good stuff, man.
It's the tea in here. I've never smelled a fragrance with tea in it.
There's another one. There's Wulong Cha by Nishane. That one's nice, but this one's way better. But you know, when I've been smelling this one recently, what I've been picking up more is the iris mixed with the woodsy notes, and it's just, I think it's sandalwood in there, but this is a special
And
fragrance, man.
the vanilla in here like adds that chef's kiss touch. I love it.
Yeah,
I know this vanilla has to be my favorite note in any
yeah,
fragrance. What is it?
yeah.
What is it? Is it what is it for you?
You know, you already know. You already
Oh
know.
yeah.
I can't even make a video without talking about this fragrance. But if you haven't seen this already, it's Angel Share. This is the best. I'll say it's the best boozy fragrance on the market. It's sweet, got cinnamon in it, it's got praline. Obviously, you got the sandalwood in there as well. I think there's oak in there as well, but the cognac in this is beautiful. I'm a boozy fragrance lover, so the first one I started out with was Bentley for Men Intense,
Ooh.
and I think that's got it's whiskey or rum, it's something in there, and that was like the entry level to this. But this is a sick fragrance. I've refilled this fragrance 3 times.
3 times. How
Three
many sprays
times.
do you do with that?
I'm doing about 10. I'm
You're
doing
a
about
walking
10.
glass of cognac.
It's like I'm drinking it.
But yeah,
But I
man,
would
no,
say, yeah,
I
go on.
definitely want to try more from this brand. One that I was looking at was Velvet Tonka. I want to give that one a try.
So when I bought BDK Gris Chanel, I went with my friend and he bought Velvet Tonka, but I really wanted it. So I was like, oh, I don't want to buy the same one as him. So you have Velvet Tonka, I'll have this. But another good one from there, I got a sample the other day. It's Rouge Smoking. That's a
Oh yeah,
cherry
I've seen
cherry
that one.
fragrance. And then obviously Pas Ce Soir, they just released Pas Ce Soir Extrait, which is I want to try that. I've been looking for that one, but I think it's only in Paris at the moment.
Okay. Oh, I
But
saw you picked up Stronger With You Amber. That was a Middle Eastern exclusive. How you
where's
liking it?
so here it is. The bottle is just nice, man.
It
But
is.
I've been testing it alongside Strong With You Intensely because I've got that one as well. This is just straight vanilla and amber. So it's warm, it's cozy, inviting. Whereas Strong With You Intensely, I think it's got that cinnamon and some woodsy notes in there. I think there's even toffee. So it's a bit more sweet or more of a gourmand fragrance. But I would say if you've got any other from the line, I wouldn't recommend buying it.
Does it remind you of Grand Soir by any chance?
No. So
No,
this is
really.
when I was in the shop, the woman said to me, "Oh, this one reminds me of one from MFK," and I was like, "Are you talking about Grand Soir?" So I tried it. I'm like, "No, not at all,
No.
not at all." I
I'm
think it's just because of the bottle. Just because of the bottle, people try and say that. But have you tried this one?
No, no, I haven't. I saw it on Fragrance by I almost grabbed it, but I was like, I've heard mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, you know when I posted the video saying that I've got that fragrance, someone commented on the video, "You just made the biggest mistake of your life." I was like, "What are you talking about, bro?"
And we're big on blind buys too. We've blind bought a
Yeah,
few things, and man, I was gonna blind buy that one, but I was like, let me hold back on it.
yeah. But I think if because the DNA is so similar to all of the other stronger reviews that I just don't think it's worth it. For me, absolutely is the best. Intensely is nice, but this is close to intensely, but just not as sweet.
Oh no, that's good. If because a lot of people think intensely is really sweet, and that's the reason they don't grab a bottle. So if
Yeah.
they think intensely sweet, that might be a good pick for them.
But one thing I do have to say about it, the longevity on this is good. So I sprayed about 3 sprays. I always test it like on my hand as well as my skin, but I sprayed 3 sprays on my hand and it lasted me about 9 hours. And for the first 2 to 3 hours, like the projection was good, like properly projecting. So I think that's solid for a designer.
Yeah, man. Stronger with you has been that line is just it's getting too repetitive, and
Yeah.
just they just keep adding on to it.
The two I want to try is the leather and oud, but they're obviously Middle Eastern
Oh
exclusives as
yeah,
well.
they had it on Fragrance by as well, and I almost grabbed I think it was leather.
Oh, yeah, I heard leather's the best one.
Yeah,
But
leather. Even the
what
bottle is the all gold bottle. Can't go wrong
yeah.
with that.
But is there any new fragrance pickups that you've got? Because this guy, if anyone who
Parfum.
doesn't know, yeah, me and this guy talk every single day, and he says, "I'm done. I'm not buying any more fragrances. I'm done. I'm gonna take a while off." Next day, I just had to buy this. I had to buy that.
I love. Okay, we had a conversation before where I bought like three fragrances one day, and you were like, "Yo, you gotta chill, bro. You're buying too much." And literally 2 days later, you bought a couple. I was like, "TJ, you gotta chill."
It's so hard to stop. Like we're
Literally.
actually people don't understand. We're actually addicted to this.
And I know you got the what is it? You have Ivory Root ready to
I
unbox?
got every route. Yeah. So people think, when I get it, people think I unbox it and then just don't post the video until I hit that 50K. But
Mhm.
it's actually down there. I haven't touched it since I hit 40K.
I don't
So I
know.
should be able to unbox it next week. I'm itching like to unbox
I
it.
don't know how you keep yourself from not unboxing it, man. I would literally, as soon as I get something in the mail, I'm tearing through the box.
Like I've got about 3 or 4 fragrances to unbox. Now I've got the Aaron Terrence shoes Onyx Extreme that I picked up. I've got his other one called Fake. I've got one that I received at the Afnan event last week to unbox, and then I've got like a whole 15 fragrances from Tiziana Terenzi. They're like 15 ml samples to open up and do a review about this. I've got fragrances coming out my ears.
That's dope. That's dope. No, I love how you set that up. Like each milestone you get, you unbox like something,
Yeah,
something niche or whatever. I like that.
yeah. So when I hit 50K next week, I can unbox the Ivory Root, but on top of that, I'm gonna buy a fragrance. I think I'm gonna get one from Wilhelm Parfumery. They're good stuff, man.
I haven't tried anything from them. I haven't,
Yeah,
no.
they're hard to find. I see a lot of Australians have them, but yeah, they're actually nice. But what have you picked up recently?
Parfums de Marly Haultain, baby, the green
Oh,
and gold. Ah,
that
man. It's okay. So when people, so I never smelt it before until a couple of days ago. People used to compare it to Oud for Greatness. And I
mm,
don't really like Oud for Greatness. I thought it was, overhyped and I thought it was mid. I'm not gonna lie. I
yeah,
just didn't care for it that much. And then I smelt it. I was like, wow, this is 10 times better Oud for Greatness.
yeah,
And I was like, I had to grab it. And I love oud fragrances. So as soon
yeah.
as I smelled it, I was like, that has to be in my collection.
No, I like that. I think it's solid. So I think I smelled it a few months ago, and I was like, out of the Parfums of Marley fragrances, you see, if I didn't have Carlisle, I would have instantly bought Haldane. But
Carlisle and Halte are right, like they're right here next to
yeah.
each other.
So when does that come?
I
This
think
week?
tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
As soon as it comes, you're just gonna rip it
Oh yeah,
apart.
right through. I don't even know if I'm gonna do an unboxing. Might just
But yeah, man, we like so many fragrances coming all the time. It's just non-stop, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's probably like once a week now. I haven't bought anything other than the Haultain recently, trying to save up, for the
Yeah,
convention happening in December.
yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
excited
So
for
as well for the people, we'll let them know. So in December, there's a big fragrance expo called is it Senseplore?
San Explore. Yep.
Senseplore, and I've seen it in the past because I think during COVID they done it as you could tune in online and watch it as well.
Yeah, yeah. You can do it online too right now as well. It's
Yeah.
like $30 a ticket to watch online.
And all the brands are there, all the big influencers are there. It's a good like chance to network and connect with people.
Yes, yes.
Imagine we go to the event. So the plan for everyone is it's the 2nd and 3rd of December, right?
Yeah, first and second.
So first and second, I'm planning to fly out to New York, link up with the
Yes.
boy, make some mad content, go there. Imagine we're there and people are like, Cologne talk, TJ. Hey, that would be
Hey,
mad.
the podcast duo, that would go crazy.
That would be insane. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get that sorted and the content out there would be mad.
Yes, absolutely. Bro, I'm looking forward to it. If you go, I'm gonna rent out a little studio. We're gonna do a
Yeah,
podcast IRL.
yeah, that
Yeah,
would be so sick.
it's
Like,
gonna be
and
so good.
pick up some fragrances there. We'll probably, if you go, I'm sure at them expos you get loads of samples as well. Can test out
Yes.
every brand, and yeah, I think that'd be sick. So
Yeah, they're
hopefully
gonna be
we
doing some giveaways there too.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get that done. That would be absolutely sick.
It's gonna be nice. There's an after party too, which be nice to go talk to some of the hopefully I don't know if the brand like the perfumers are gonna be there or not. I don't know how it's gonna work. But if the
Yeah,
perfumers of the fragrances are there, it'll be dope. Talking to Amouage, talking
yeah,
to I think Tamina is gonna be there. And
yeah,
those two, like, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll
yeah.
see.
No, I'm excited for that. That's not even too far away. What's that? About
4 months.
3 months away. 4 months, yeah.
4 months, yeah.
So that'd be good. But
It's gonna be
yeah,
sick.
man.
And
So the what let's let the people know what's the plan for the podcast. So we're not gonna put this out until we've got a few episodes ready to go.
yeah.
And then we literally try and record an episode a week, keep it around 30 to 40 minutes. And then obviously as we go down, we'll introduce more segments, followers, questions, and we'll just keep it flowing like that. We're learning as we go.
Yes. Okay, so we'll start off with cutting the podcast into clips and putting in our TikTok channel. And if
Yeah,
people like it and they want to see the full segment, I feel like we start a YouTube channel and put the full episode on there. And if people would
yeah,
like to watch, the whole thing without cuts and clips and all that, they can always watch that.
yeah. And then we can also use the audio and just upload it to Spotify so
Yes.
people can listen to it on there as well.
Nice, I agree. I think the Spotify one would be great for, like you said, for people going to work, or if
Yeah.
maybe somebody's working out and wants to hear it, they always can.
Yeah. And then hopefully down the line we get big where companies and different fragrance brands want to send us out a fragrance to review on the podcast. We can give our first impressions, first thoughts of it. So yeah, man, we've got loads of plans for it. So anyone who's watching now, just stay tuned because this is just the beginning, man.
This is just we always start off, and we always upgrade and update
Yeah.
later on.
And the thing is as well, thinking about this podcast, we both said it to each other what about two months ago.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do it for a while. We've been busy. I've been with work and you've been, doing the TikTok.
Yeah.
We've both been doing the TikTok. So we haven't been able to do like a set date. And then we're finally like, hey, we gotta run it.
Yeah, we have to because the more you just leave it, you're probably going to end up not doing it. So now we've got the first episode down. We'll catch up again next week, record another one. And yeah, when we've got about 3 or 4 episodes, we just let it go. And you posted up a little clip
A
today.
little
So today's the
little
2nd of
little
August, by the
teaser.
way. So posted up a little teaser. People, someone added me in the video,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
saw that. I was like, yo, let's give him a quick shout out. Whoever added me,
Yeah,
let's give him a quick shout out. He guessed it. He was like 3 ads down. He guessed it.
yeah.
What's his
So
name?
Cologne Talk put up a little
Jan.
clip saying who is the podcast with. So shout out to Jan Habe. You're the man. He clocked it straight away.
What a W guy. As soon as I saw him tag, I was like, he got it. Yep.
Yeah.
A few,
So
there were
it's
like 2, 3 people they tagged fragrance knowledge. I was like, nope, not close.
hopefully we can get fragrance knowledge on one day, but
Yes,
I don't
we'd
know.
love to have other creators, fragrance knowledge, Otto Ragnar, all of
Yeah,
those people. We'd love to have them come here, interview them, share their story with how they started, their love of fragrances, and all of that.
definitely. So it's TJ Talks, TJ and Cologne Talks podcast, or Cologne Talks and Cologne and TJ Talks podcast. So yeah,
We'll have the official name sorted out and
yeah.
we'll upload
And that's the
the
thing. We're recording this episode. We haven't got a logo done. We haven't got a account ready. We haven't even fully worked out the name and stuff. But the content is what matters. We can sort all of that out afterwards, man.
yeah, the name and all that we can figure that out later. I feel like we put this out, people are gonna hopefully love it, and we're gonna be recording more, and we're gonna do this hopefully a lot more.
Yeah, and for me, it's a different style of content. I know a lot of people go on lives and stuff, but I find lives on TikTok it's very repetitive.
It
So doing
is,
like
yeah.
talking to someone and answering different questions and whatnot, I think it's a better form of content for me that I definitely enjoy doing. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I love this. Yeah, TikTok live, man. It's always same questions. Rosales Hawas, all
I'm a
Camaro,
pure.
all that. It gets a little
Yeah,
bit repetitive. I used to do it every day, the lives, but lately I haven't been doing it that much. I
yeah,
definitely like this a lot more because we take a dive in our history, like how we started and all that. And I love, adding background to the creator. It adds
yeah,
like more story and how they started all that shares a lot more than just what
yeah.
you see on camera talking about a fragrance.
100%. I agree with that, man. So first episode down. We hope everyone who's watched it or listened to it has enjoyed it. And yeah, we got many more episodes coming. But yeah, as I normally say, love for the love, my people.
Love for the love, my people. Yes, people.
Oh,
Let's go. Always a Pleasure having you here, man.
100%, bro.
I'm excited to see the feedback. Let us know, guys, if you have any feedback for us, what you'd like to see, who would be the first person you'd like to see on the
Yeah,
podcast. And hopefully, later down the line, we'll have them and we'll do guests on the podcast.
yeah. We'll definitely make it happen. Don't you worry. But yeah,
Yes.
for now, this is the beginning. It's only going to get better. So stay with us. And any feedback, just let us know on Instagram or on the channel that we make when we do make it. So should be sick.
Stay tuned for all that. We'll update you guys. We'll post on each other's Instagram, TikTok, and update
Yeah,
you on the YouTube, on the clips, on Spotify, and all that. So later down the line, we'll have all the info ready for you guys.
wicked. But
Yes.
pleasure, my bro. Pleasure.
And that's the wrap of the first episode, baby.
Let's go. We got to mark the date. 2nd of August. It's 5:42 over here in the UK.
9:42, August 2nd.
Let's go. This is the day it all began.
Let's go, baby. Always a
Wicked.
pleasure. Much love.
See
Love for the
you
love,
later,
my
bro.
people.
Love for the love, man.